guys! So for today, we're going to talk about Chapter 11.
In this chapter, we will learn about how consumers may act in certain circumstances. To understand the chapter further, here are some terms that are related to consumer behavior in situations. First, unplanned shopping. Unplanned consumer acts are characterized by situational memory, utilitarian orientation, and spontaneity.
Unplanned shopping is a shopping activity that shares some, but not all, characteristics of truly impulsive consumer behavior.
Unplanned shopping can be explained with the example of a family who went on an unintended outing to Tagaytay and brought souvenirs from the shops. Second, impulsivity. What is being impulsive? It is when a person acts or does things without planning.
It is a personality trait that represents how sensitive a customer is to immediate rewards.
When people go to the mall and see that there is a sale in a certain clothing store, they would want to go and buy there. We have this thinking that we would be saving money when in fact we are not, because we are not supposed to buy them in the first place. The third one is consumer self-regulation.
Consumer self-regulation is a tendency for consumers to inhibit outside or situational influences from interfering with shopping intentions.
It is related to a consumer's desire and intention to purchase such new products. The fourth is action-oriented.
Consumers with a high capacity to self-regulate their behavior.
A consumer who is an action-oriented will stick to their shopping list when they have important things to buy. They are affected less by emotion. State-oriented for the fifth one.
Consumers with a low capacity to self-regulate their behavior.
Consumers who are emotionally aroused are far more likely to make additional purchases beyond what was planned.
State-oriented shoppers' spending behavior is strongly affected by feelings of dominance in the environment. Feelings of dominance among state-oriented shoppers increase hedonic shopping value and decrease utilitarian shopping value. When people go and buy school supplies, it so happens that they see different things that they think they need. People then tend to buy more than what they originally planned for.
And the sixth is atmospheric.
Emotional nature of an environment or feelings created by the total aura of physical attributes.
An atmospheric can be explained when a consumer in Starbucks coffee takes center stage. The design of the place is meant to make the customers comfortable, to add to the customer's comfort and social interaction. Most Starbucks stores mix upholstered chairs and sofas with hardback chairs around tables. Seven. Servicescape.
It is the physical environment in which consumer services are performed.
Every Servicescape is unique. For Bread Talk, they have these modern-looking shops that have see-through kitchens which are very interactive. Fit.
Fit is how appropriate the elements of a given environment are.
Buffalo Wild Wings combine the elements of an atmosphere of it being fun and exciting, with the placement of numerous flat-screen televisions showing various sports shows. As how they have identified themselves, you only need to know three things: wings, beer, and sports. Congruity.
For congruity, it is how consistent the elements of an environment are with one another.
Wick's Nose Interior is about being a warm cabin with antique details and conveying the feeling of a soft space. These are consistent with the type of food they offer, like Wick Walnut Cinnamon Toast, Snowing Rice Cake, and Delight. Olfactory.
This refers to humans' physical and psychological processing of smells.
When people want to get rid of the stress, they list going to the spa as an option. A spa is filled with different scents that will remind them of an experience they had. The foreground music.
Music that becomes the focal point of attention and can have strong effects on a consumer's willingness to approach or avoid an environment.
Are you a fan of K-pop? You've probably heard of blue and white merchandise. They make use of foreground music. It may or may not invite you to go check out their store. Background music.
Music played below the audible threshold that would make it the center of the attention.
Book lovers who like to go to the bookstore and browse through different selections are accompanied to the sound of background music. Most of the time, instrumental pieces are played in places like these. Crowding.
The density of people and object within a given space.
A cinema, for example, is filled with people who are aware that a new movie has been released and is receiving positive reviews. The nonlinear effect.
A plot of the effect by the amount of crowding which does not make a straight line.
An example of this would be a certain business having a promotion, which resulted to crowding and led to the nonlinear effect because of the huge crowd. Source attractiveness.
Is the degree to which a source's physical appearance matches a prototype for beauty and elicits a favorable response.
An example would be the promotion of products based on a source who is considered to be attractive by most of the customers. When marketers hire an influential person to promote a product, it is the appeal that gets more sales rather than the features of the product alone. Social comparison.
A naturally occurring mental personal comparison of the self with a target individual within the environment.
Individuals evaluate themselves by means of comparing with others. Consumers have people whom they admire and may become an influence in many aspects, including their interests and consumption. The antecedent condition. Consumers are more likely to buy something when they are in the mood to do so.
These are situational characteristics that a consumer brings to information processing.
The positive mood people got from watching the movie will affect the likability of them purchasing the product that you are offering. Mental budgeting.
Memory accounting for recent spending.
This affects consumer decisions by being a means of self-control.
And that concludes our lesson for today. We hope you learned a lot from this video. Thanks for watching!